Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another recording of Gone Home. And we've gone home. So, we're trying to figure out what is going on. There's two messages on the machine, and we're searching this big, empty, creepy house, I think is what we're doing. Ah, a locked door. Well, we started by the front door being locked. Um, you know what? Big creepy house. Let's just open all the doors. Wait a minute. Is it more creepy to have the front doors wide open or less? Uh, I don't know. I think what we're gonna go for here is just every drawer is gonna be open, every door is gonna be open. This is going to look very, very weird when anybody else shows up here. Oh, goodness, I hate this. I hate this so bad. The lights flicker. Press Y to check your location in the house. Well, according to the map, I'm nowhere. Now I'm in the hallway. Let's read this note. Welcome, new student. We hope that you are excited about your first day at Goodfellow High School as we are, so please be sure to bring the following with you on your first day of classes so that you can get right into the swing of things. One study folder with pockets. Okay, blah 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 blah. Please remember to get plenty of sleep the night before. The first bell is at 8 a.m. The principal's name is Beth Valance.
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House girl. Great.
Look how thick this door is. Maybe that's just a perspective thing. So maybe this is a spooky, like, house where a bunch of people died. And oh, and I found the crouch button too, by the way. It's the B button on the gamepad. Nothing has happened in this game at all. Nothing, but I am really freaking out about picking up things and reading them, and putting my back to any wall. It's one of the postcards I sent. Hi, Mom and Dad. I'm in Paris, doing many Parisian things, including eating Le Petit Déjeuner and wearing a beret. I'm going to have lots of film to develop when we get back. Sam, I'm bringing you back something from the Shakespeare Book Company, since you're my favorite sister. Love you all, Katie. Now, I can't toggle the text, unfortunately, for this. I don't know why that is the case. And I don't know if that is a French international stamp right there. One Arbor Hill, Boone Country, Oregon, Boone County. We can put it back, or just put it down anywhere. There's something to be said about that, that you can just pick this up and just toss it anywhere you want it. Obituary. Let's grab a photo first. DeSoto. It's Sam in an ROTC uniform. Well, grab the pencil, Why not? Grab a pack of cards. We may get... We can't play with the cards. We may need them later though. If we get bored. There you go. Oscar, Doc Mason. I wish there was... I wish it would just go full black here. It's kind of hard to read this text when it's see-through like it is. Oscar Mason, 60, of Boone County, died peacefully last month at his home. Mr. Mason was born on September 8th, 1933. I doubt that's important. In the house that would be his home for the rest of his life, he attained a degree in pharmacy at a young age and returned to Boone County. He quickly became a well-loved figure at the center of the community. In the decades preceding his passing, he was seldom seen outside of his home. A service will be held Sunday at the First Methodist Church at 1 p.m. Well, they didn't put a day there, so I'd have to know what day this obituary was printed. All are welcome. His survivors include his nephew, Terrence Greenbrier, as well as in spirit the people of Boone County, to whom he provided wellness and comfort. So, that's how they got this big old house. Is the doctor there died. These kinds of furniture, I wonder if they came with the house or if they were, like, this looks like something that was moved in. But these pieces look like there was something that were left. Different wood styles here is a light oak. Over here is a dark oak. Maybe a maple. But this is like a black liquor type old black lacquer, maybe is the right phrase. My point being old, and I bet they were still there. So when the light blinks on the smoke detector, that means it's working, which is good. Crumpled piece of paper. Hey, are you the new girl Sam? I'm Tommy. I'm at the back behind you. Wave if you get this and write back. Hi Tommy, yes I'm Samantha, yes I'm new, what's up? I just thought since you're new maybe you could use a friend. I don't have a lot of friends either, so I thought you might, I'd ask you something if you don't mind, yes. No, I don't mind. What did you want to ask? Was it your uncle who went psycho, or was it just your uncle who went psycho, or does it run in the family? Yeah, well, you know, sometimes it does run in the family. But nature versus nurture there, you have to ask. Alright, creepy. Turn on the lights. Books. All kinds of books. We have an Atonement by Holcroft. Standing out, and all the other books don't have anything on their side. The Complete I Ching by Chow. Those are a couple of strange pics, I would say. Oh, the door's being like halfway on and halfway off. Look at this fan just leaving shadows everywhere. I would not leave that thing on. That would be creepy, making noise, casting shadows. Another phone book. Isn't it just like the phone company? They'll give you 20,000 phone books and you can't convince them not to give you one if you don't want it. Exam form. Let's see. Crestwell Insurance Agency. The wiring of this house is technically up to all safety and amperage requirements. Really? However, multiple layers of wiring have been added since into the structure over the last 100 years. System is frequently unpredictable. Lights blink out for no clear reason. Pressure on floorboards and door frames disrupts circuits wires directly behind the surface. Properly reworking the electrical system would be highly destructive to the walls, floors, and fixtures of the structure. After discussing with Mr. Greenbrier, since there are no current safety concerns, the issue will not be addressed. Black Cat Electrical Company, Harold Price Jr. was the electrician that was inspected a year ago. About. Yes, the wiring is a mess in this house, and no surprise. I tell people don't buy old houses. That whatever you spend in fixing things will be more than what you save. We got a book here. Oh yeah, and that's exactly not what I wanted to do. Pick this book up. The Killing of JFK by Benjamin Almond Theory. You've seen the movie Discover the Truth. A superb work of speculation. Here's a paper. Now, the last thing we want to see on this piece of paper in this typewriter is all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Because if that happens, then we are in the movie The Shining, and we're in trouble. Let's see. Oh, good. It's a review of a Laserdisc player. CD player. Pioneer CLDRD703 combination Laserdisc and disc player. Remote with backlight, double-sided play, headphone out, display on, off, jog, shuttle dial, front end remote, digital, CLV, slow motion and freeze frame, last frame, memory, 2S video outs, which is kind of high for a Laserdisc, coax optical out. Okay, that seems unlikely. Twin 1-bit DAC digital audio converters. I don't think you can do a 1-bit digital audio converter. Signal to noise ratio 116, that's low and pretty low, but something you'd expect from a Laserdisc player. They say that a jack of all trades is a master of none. I have to disagree. Mastery is not a question of specialization, but sureness of purpose and dedication to the craft. If you happen to be in the market for a combination Laserdisc CD player, you'll be glad to know if that Pioneer seems to share this particular. I actually own and have a Pioneer Laserdisc player, and just in case I ever want to play a Laserdisc. I only own one Laserdisc though. The pin is mightier than the sword. And it says, you can do better. Don't do things like that. Don't put things up that say you can do better. Don't put yourself down like this. What's this? Back to basics. Sent back in time to Dallas 1963 again. What if JFK wasn't JFK? Early spacecraft utopia advanced. This looks like a either insane theories board of JFK assassinations, or he is trying to write a book somewhat based on that. Doesn't even break. Here's a 3-ring binder. Was that one of the things that Sam needed for school? Can I open it? Nope. And under here is a secret thing. A letter from 1 Arbor Hill to Terrence Greenbrier. Okay, August 10th, 1972. It's a letter from his father. I can't read that at all. Hello, Terrence. I write you with what I hope and imagine be a joyous occasion. News reaches me that you are newly married to a wonderful young woman. I have had more than a little time during my long days and nights at the house in Arbor Hill to consider my past and my family, and my thoughts have often lingered on your development and welfare in the 10 years since we last met. Your marriage gives me much reassurance in this regard. I wish you and your new bride many happy years together. You're always welcome on Arbor Hill, though I will understand, of course, if you feel you cannot accept this invitation. Yours very sincerely, Oscar Mason. So, they're not like father and son. Did he ever mail this letter, though? Yes, it's been canceled out, so it was read. Canceled out, by which I mean there was a stamp over the postage stamp. What is... This is like glowing. But I can't pick anything up. Interesting green hue there. And nothing but more junk paper everywhere. People leave paper everywhere. So, combination lock. So, that clicking was probably the anti-tip mechanism in these things. Usually you can't open more than 1 or 2 drawers at a time, because if you pulled all 3 forward, the whole thing might fall forward onto people. Crumpled piece of paper. Ah, John Russell opened his eyes and saw them there, the stars twinkling as if they were laying on the grass in his family's yard in Massachusetts, even though that place was a million miles away. No, he blinked, the sleep from his eyes looking through the carbon-reinforced safety glass of the space station Archimedes. Yes, he was a long way from home, but the future needed him. John Russell's head swam. He felt incredibly drunk despite not having touched a drop in hours. He vomited onto his feet, his bare feet. He stared at a moment. Okay, I gotta stop. Wait a minute. I just heard something. Like, was that a squirrel running across the roof or what? I know it's in the game, but these sounds are freaking me out. This is nothing but atmosphere. Nothing has jumped out. The worst thing this game could possibly do to me is set me up for a jump scare at the very end. Just one giant jump scare. I mean, so where were we? He stared for a moment, processing his sick, flecked toenails, scanning his bare-skinned, bare knees. He was completely naked. He looked up and met the eyes of a gorgeous blonde woman wearing a tight polymer fiber tunic. The fabric was strained at the seams to contain her generous bosom, while emblazoned with the phrase "matter transference operator." He then passed out. John Russell had crossed the gap in time. Only messages has passed before, but now a man. They needed him more than ever. Changing the past was no longer good enough. The instructions from the council. I think that does say form. You misspelled it. Had been clear. What to procure, what to construct from it, how to assemble it. So he made the machine how to transport him bodily across time, and now he stood there on the bridge of the starship Archimedes. Com, com, Command, he put a space there, of the vessel, because only he who had saved the president, but it's misspelled, Predisnet's life twice before, E, he could helm the naive crew, which I'm not sure if that's how you spell naive, to their destiny, uh, the fate of the galaxy. So, he is trying to write. The mother is a forestry agent, and the father is trying to write stories, it seems like. Nothing too creepy about that. There is something weird about the scale of a lot of this stuff. Because if I'm a woman and I'm crouching down, I wouldn't be the height of a chair. In fact, I'd be towering over this chair. I'd be towering over this desk, and the desk would be a little... the ceilings would be taller. And these doors wouldn't be so thick. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff that is just weird here. And I think it's only gonna get weirder. But, let's see, which way would I want to go? I think I might as well just look at this room next time. We'll stay down the path and just keep going down here. But that's gonna be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. I know we're not really accomplishing much, but I don't think you really do much in this game. It's hardly much of a game. There is some interaction, but I think this is just going to be a mystery. Where are our friends? Where are our family? Why would our friends be in our house? Where's our family, and what has gone on, and what's going on in my life? And hopefully we'll work our way to finding out some of those answers next time. As always, if you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.